Good morning, Sheriff Livingston, agency sheriffs and chiefs, law enforcement personnel, family and friends. I'd like to formally welcome you to the graduation ceremony of Basic Academy Class 185. Myself and the other 55 recruits you see seated to my left cannot thank you enough for being here today. But more importantly, we'd like to thank you for being there for us for the last 189 days. Before I start, I'd like to recognize those who took on the daunting task of squad leader. My squad leaders were responsible for the constant accountability of their squad members and dissemination of information through the ranks. Squad leaders, as I call your name, please stand. First squad, squad leader Daniel Dominguez. Second squad, squad leader Marissa Sullivan. Third squad, squad leader Tarek Hightower Jr. Fourth squad, squad leader Martin Harless. Fifth squad, squad leader Lauren Herrera. Sixth squad, squad leader Devon Smith. Seventh squad, squad leader Cody Scott. Squad leaders, thank you for your relentless commitment to the success of your squads. First line supervisors are truly the key to success of any team. Again, congratulations on your success and thank you for your support. Squad leaders, take seats. We all know this profession is very taxing. I find myself feeling selfish at times for my career choices. I enlisted in the Army in 2010, and I spent 6.5 years in the military, and as I'm sure you're aware, the military can put a strain on even the strongest of families. I got out of the Army in May of 2017 solely to join the law enforcement world. I'd like to apologize to my wife for the ongoing stress and express my absolute appreciation for making this journey with me, for smiling when I come home stressed, and for encouraging me to continue on this path. Again, I know I wouldn't be where I am or the man that I am today if it weren't for you. George Orwell once said, "People sleep peaceably in their beds at night only because rough men stand ready to violence on their behalf." The truth is, the number of people willing to do outward harm to good, innocent people, including law enforcement, seems to be at an all-time high. If that wasn't enough, you can find a camera feed or a cell phone on every street corner with people ready to pounce on each split-second decision that you make. What is our job then? Our job is to find and maintain the balance, to toe the line, to keep the law-abiding citizens out of the jaws of the wolf. That role has taken many names over the years. Someone calls us guardians, banner carriers of the thin blue line, or my favorite, the sheepdog. Using aggression and violence to protect our flock from the hungry wolves. What do we expect in return? To stand up in front of a crowd of cheering people? No. Do we expect shiny medals or keys to the city? No. The only thing we want is to go home at the end of our shift, to kiss our children, to spend time with our families, friends, and those that mean the most to us. We expect the scrutiny, we expect the judgments, and we all knew the current climate when we applied to these positions. Not everyone that began this process is sitting in front of you today. A very low percentage of Americans would even contemplate putting their names on the application. At every step in the process, the number of potential officers dwindled. I remember watching people leave in the middle of orientation, or not return after day one of the academy. Those individuals quickly realized that the job required more than just an interest in law enforcement. We lost some recruits to injury, some to circumstance, and some to lack of will. The recruits sitting here today bled, fought, and endured that 27-week transition from civilian to sworn. As great as it feels to be on this stage, success today is not an indicator for success tomorrow. We are far from done. Our certificates that we receive today are nothing more than a key to a door. But getting through that door is literally the first step. This job requires a constant honing of personal skills in order to stay on top. Perfection is unreachable, but looking for training opportunities in everything we do will help keep us fresh. This career is not a sprint, it is a marathon. Sure, we have made it to the starting line, but now we must join the race. We must learn from those officers and deputies that have come before us. We must pick up the slack where we can, but mostly, we must endlessly seek knowledge. We must remain humble, yet driven. Keep our eyes open and our heads on a swivel. Tenacity, insatiable curiosity, and courage will be some of the keys to our success. And we must never settle. As Captain Duke told us on day one, we must relentlessly pursue excellence in everything that we do. I'd like to present some words from former Secretary of Education, William J. Bennett. Honor never grows old, and honor rejoices the heart of age. It does so because honor is, finally, about defending those noble and worthy things that deserve defending, even if it comes at a high cost. In our time, that may mean social disapproval, public scorn, hardship, persecution, or as always, even death itself. The question remains, what is worth defending? What is worth dying for? What is worth living for? We should always try to answer those questions. To our RTOs, Deputy Zamolo and Officer Baker, thank you. I personally looked up to both of you as role models from day one. Regardless of the training that we were subjected to, you were always professional and exuded excellence. There's no question in my mind as to why everyone knows your name. A great leader leads by example, and that is exactly what you did. It was an honor to have been trained by you. Lastly, to my peers, remember to keep our class motto close to your chest. We all listen to that inner voice telling us that it was our duty to protect, and we know it is and will forever be an honor to serve.